To look for is the western's darker fur. Another is the unusual smell that the males emit, earning them the nickname stinkers. The similarities between the eastern and western grey had so confused biologists that these two roos have only been classed as separate species since the 1970s. Kangaroo Island, off the coast of South Australia, hosts its own subspecies of these darkly furred macropods, aptly named sooties. Far to the north, at the top end of Australia, is the last of the big four, the antilopine kangaroo, or wallaroo. Wallaroos fit between a kangaroo and a wallaby in size. Males can get up to 70 kilos, approximately twice the size of females. Hot, tropical conditions are no deterrent to the wallaroo mobs as they graze among the savanna and woodland. After the big four kangaroos, the next step down in size are the wallabies. There are approximately 44 species of these moderate-sized macropods spread throughout Australia. The distinction between a kangaroo and wallaby is basically an arbitrary one, based on smaller body size and shorter foot length. Wallabies' more compact legs give them greater agility in the forested habitats. They enjoy a wide distribution, preferring more remote and heavily timbered areas, avoiding the semi-arid plains of the interior. Rock wallabies are right at home in rugged, rocky terrain. Their modified feet giving them enough grip to help them bound in and around boulders and caves. Found primarily on several islands off Western Australia, quokkas are another variant of wallaby. About the size of a domestic cat, they have fairly short tails compared to the rest of the roo family, and can also climb short trees and shrubs for food. Quokkas are also nocturnal, feeding primarily at night. The 10 species of tree kangaroos are smaller again than the wallabies. Their bodies adapted for a very different lifestyle amongst the canopies. Native to Papua New Guinea, but listed as endangered in their natural habitat, Goodfellow's tree kangaroos are mainly observed in captive breeding programs. They have distinctive looks, with reddish-brown fur, golden faces and bellies, plus a pair of stripes running down their back. Decorating the base of each animal's tail is a unique pattern of rings. Male and female Goodfellows are similar in size, both averaging 8 kilos. The smallest of all is the Lumholtz's tree kangaroo, found in Australian tropical rainforests. Not as vibrant as the Goodfellows, they have grey coats punctuated with a dark mask of facial fur and black paws to match. Males tip the scales at about 7 kilos, with females weighing a fraction less. Back down on ground level is where the more petite macropods roam. Potoroos and betongs average only 1 kilo. They are identified by their rat-like tails and longer snouts, and unlike kangaroos, like to live a solitary life. The forest understories and dense thickets of the east coast and Tasmania provide potoroos and betongs with ideal environments. The rainforests of northeast Australia are the only place you will find the smallest and rarest species of macropod, the rat kangaroo. Musky rat kangaroos are the smallest and only type of rat kangaroo left in existence. Regarded as a living fossil, the reptile-like scales on their feet and tails link them to their ancestors that roamed the Australian rainforests 26 million years ago. Every living thing has its own stash of special adaptations and survival skills. Kangaroos come equipped with their own natural arsenal to help them battle it out and thrive in one of the harshest, driest environments on the planet. Keeping their cool is one thing kangaroos have mastered. While they only sweat when they're on the move, they do have another trick up their sleeves. When at rest, they can often be seen licking their forearms, the evaporating saliva cooling them down. A kangaroo lazing in the shade is actually busy. By increasing their breathing rate to 200 pants per minute, they can expel lots of body heat. As with many desert species, moisture conservation is a must. Internally, a kangaroo's digestive system extracts as much water as possible, as do their kidneys, which produce hyper-concentrated urine. During periods of drought, water isn't the only thing that dries up. Males do not produce sperm, and females will only fall pregnant if sufficient rain has fallen to ensure a decent food supply. During dry spells, pregnant does can also play their embryonic diapause card, a reproductive strategy that essentially brings the development of an embryo to a halt until conditions improve. Also, when food is scarce, kangaroos have a clever backup plan in their tails. This is where excess fat is stored, providing the animal with a vital source of energy when times are tough. As already mentioned, a kangaroo's tail is its biggest asset. It forms the third leg of a furry tripod, allowing roos to stand upright. Watch a kangaroo walk, and the importance of their thick tail is obvious. When they move in this way, it's called pental pedaling. A kangaroo's tail also plays an integral role in their famous hop. In full flight, the tail acts as a counterbalance, keeping the animal stable. At the same time, the tail's pumping motion also enhances the breathing process. Apart from being a fantastic sight, a kangaroo's hop is a marvel of energy efficiency. With each bounce, elastic potential energy is stored in their long leg tendons, making the following hops easier. Once they're on the go, it's a relatively effortless way to travel. Their long feet also contribute to this efficiency. By adding to the length of their legs, a roo's large feet give them greater leverage. When they need to go faster, they simply increase the length of their stride. They don't hop more often, they just cover a greater distance with each bound. A hopping speed of 50 kilometers an hour gives the average roo a stride length of about 6 meters. However, footprints have been seen that were 9 or more meters apart, meaning those roos were really motoring. Hopping is not only a graceful way to trek the outback, it is also more efficient. Running at the same speeds, a kangaroo uses less energy than a four-legged animal. As for the tree kangaroos, their limbs are different in design and function. To make climbing through branches possible, they have short hind legs that can move independently of each other. Their feet are shorter and wider than that of a terrestrial kangaroo. Plus, their padded soles and sharp, curved claws give them additional grip. Their tails are relatively longer, but are nowhere near as sturdy, merely offering a counterbalance to the animal as it crawls or leaps through the treetops. Kangaroos' eyes are located high up on their skulls, giving them a 324-degree field of vision. A roo's eyesight is on par with the sensitivity level of horses, cattle, and rabbits. With ears that swivel independently, macropods have excellent hearing. They also have a superior sense of smell, able to detect bodies of water or rain falling up to 20 kilometers away. In terms of camouflage, macropods have got it covered. Their fur coloration helps each member of the family blend in with their surroundings, such as red kangaroos matching the earthy tones of the arid interior. Greys are also well matched to the dry grasses and washed-out colours of the Australian landscape. As for tree kangaroos, they avoid detection from above and below by exhibiting what is known as countershading. Seen from above, their dark fur hides them. Viewed from below, their pale bellies match the light streaming down through the forest canopy, thus allowing them to disappear in plain sight. To keep their fur in top condition, macropods have their own special comb. On roos, the two inner toes of the rear feet are fused together, known as syndactyly, making a double claw, which is used for grooming. A handy tool when it comes to scratching an itch or removing an annoying parasite. From top to toe, the kangaroo certainly is an impressive collection of ingenious adaptations.